My son, I love him, for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Dustin Hopkins has it on the tee, and here we go from our nation's capital. This will be taken in at the 1. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Set, 180, 56. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Push him back.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
To throw, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 45-yard line. Chubb. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
That one goes for 30 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
Touchdown.
Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. First carry for Darius Geis. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Haskins. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
Check. Pick your game up.
46-yard line.
On the ground, it's Geis. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a run with Geis. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
On 3rd down, Haskins nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Here we go on 4th down, Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. Now a give running left is Geis. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's a gain of 5.
I know he ain't got
Brings up
Check
2nd
31.
and 10.
Now a handoff. Geis going right. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A gain of 6. That's another Washington.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. They'll run. This is Hunt. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. From the 38, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player? No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
56, Mike, 56, right there. 56.
From the gun, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Here we go.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. First down, Mayfield. Letting one go deep for the end zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Intended for Damian Ratley. Landon Collins on the coverage.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Let's go. Watch the slant.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
we've
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Mayfield on play action. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Back to the ground on first, it's Geis. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 38 yards on the scamper there. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. Right back to him on 1st down. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The tackle made back at the 13-yard line.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Haskins. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Myles Garrett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And again, it's Chubb. Powers through him. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without
taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown.